Xbow Guitars, Xbow.guitars. When you have a chance, go and log in, register. So I'm going to talk to you today about this project, which really came about because all of our team members, we're all from South America, we're all from Ecuador, and we like music. And the other thing that is common about us is that we like electronics, right? Like everyone here. And so we said, why don't we get the two things together, right? And let's create what we call a smart guitar. Really, it was kind of puzzling to us that the guitar hasn't really changed that much through the years. And so we wanted to see what we could come up with. And so what we did is we started with kind of a thin sheet, and we said, let's put a computer inside of a guitar and see what are the possibilities. So that's really what Xbow Guitars is. And so what I'm going to show you today is really the project. Then we're going to do a little bit of a demo of how it sounds, and then we can open it up for questions and answers. Okay? So how many people here play guitars? Good, so that's about 35%, 38% for those that people. How many people like to listen to music, listen to guitars? Yeah, that's a lot more. Good. So that's kind of like my boat. So first caveat is, I don't play guitar. I really like it. That's why I brought backup. The second thing that I'll tell you is that this is a prototype. So if something fails, I want to try to speak and talk many things to cover him up. So now, what can we do with a guitar that has a computer in it? So the first thing that we thought about is, let's think about form factor. And it was really good to start there because we said the way that we're going to use it is to travel, right? And so this is kind of a traveler guitar format. It really brings up some challenges because how do you fit all of this stuff inside a really small body? So what we did is we got a little creative, and you can see there that the neck of the guitar is kind of chopped off. And so what that does is we have to now wrap the strings around and make some kind of mechanism in order to tune it. But that makes it really small and you can travel. So the other thing that we did in order to enable this traveling feature is that you actually have a speaker in it, right? So that if you don't have an amplifier, you don't have to connect anything up. You can just play with your friends and just sound it through the speaker. You also have a headphone plug, right? So you can plug in your headphones and just play by yourself. Of course, you can play it just like a regular guitar, that you would play a regular guitar with an amp, and that's what we're going to do today. But so that whole thing and a battery embedded in it, that kind of, it really enables you to take it anywhere. But the second thing is, it really has to sound good. And so for that, what we did is we took two high quality humbuckers, or pickups, we put them in there. And what happens is, the sound that is coming out of your strings will go into a computer board. We actually use the TNC board, which is here in display. And then we digitalize it, and we can actually change the sound of it via software. So the thing that is really interesting is that from a touch screen, so we can actually, if we can switch to the image here, you can see that it has an LCD, a touch screen in it. And so from there, you can select the different effects that you want to give to the sound. Actually, it's probably better if we show the live LCD for them to see. What you can see there is that it has different effects already in it. So we've enabled a delay, chorus, etc., and also has an equalizer. So then, really, in the future, you'll be able to download new sounds, right, and have them right there on your computer. So that's kind of it's really good in terms of expandability, right? The other thing that you can do in the future is have Bluetooth, because it's just like any other board. So what you can do is have, from your phone, Bluetooth the sound into the guitar, and you can jam with the sound coming out of your phone, which is kind of a nice thing when you're traveling with your friends. Right? Wi-Fi, all of the possibilities kind of start unraveling when you think about having a computer inside of one of these. Now, where we are with this project is we are going to show you how it sounds, We are going to start a Kickstarter campaign in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So please go to our site or follow us on Twitter, and then we'll keep you informed about our developments. But what we want is to prototype and to make sure that you can get it out there. If you want to program new sounds and new effects, please contact us. It's always fun to kind of keep it live. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hear a little bit of how the guitar sounds. I'm going to play some background, and then we're going to show you when we switch to a different effect. So as you can see, really, the sound is just like you would expect from a guitar. It's a small form factor. And then at any point in time here, Jose is going to switch to a different sound. That's a delayed sound you can hear. This is all going through software at this point. Good. Let's cut it while we're ahead. So that's what we had to present to you. Do you guys have any questions? Yes. Yes. So we are using. So in terms of how we made it, so that's an interesting question. How did we make it in terms of the electronics? So it has a teensy board in it, and it has also an audio shield in it with a DSP chip. So that way we created some libraries, Jose created some libraries that allow us to implement the different effects. And then also, the other cool thing about it is that we've 3D printed the whole body. So this, if you actually flip it around, this is all 3D printed. We just painted it on top with metallic paint. In the final product, of course, will be carbon fiber, but these are prototypes. Go ahead. Yeah, so the question is, I'll repeat it. So the question is the battery that we use for the speakers the same battery that we use for the board? And it is at this point. And that's a good question, because what we're looking to do later is actually probably have a little bit more powerful or higher voltage battery, because at this point the speaker is just getting 3.7 volts, so we want to make sure that we raise it to 5 volts. Any other questions?
About when do you expect to go to production?
So in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we will do the Kickstarter campaign. We expect then maybe in 5 to 6 months from now, we'll be in production and hopefully shipping these. So please do go to our site or follow us on Twitter. We'll send you information when we kick the Kickstarter campaign on. It'll just be fun to have you all there and kind of exchange ideas. Any other questions?
Any plans to make it open source?
So we're talking about that. We haven't really made a commitment yet, but it's kind of what's in us. We use open source code and hardware, so it'll be a neat thing to do. We'll see kind of how it plays. Definitely one area that is ripe for that is, can we open it so that at least the API is open and you can create different add-ons you can show in the screen. So that'll be kind of neat, because everybody can contribute, kind of enhance it as a platform. All right, so this is our project, Xbow Guitar. So go to xbow.guitars or follow us on Twitter, and then we'll be your friends. Thank you.